Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel, Chicago Coldfire. And today I am bringing you the Bee Gees. This one was requested, and I hope I got the right one. It was just saying react to words. There was an album version of it, but I like to try to react to the live version if it's not specified by you. Now, if you tell me to react to the studio version or the official video, I will do that. But if you just ask me to, react to words by the Bee Gees, I usually try to do the live ones because I find that they're more interesting and you get to see them in action and you get to see their incredible stage performance, energy, and everything that goes in with a concert and everything. And yeah, this was probably, I think, 1979. So I'm pretty sure that, I see some of the older footage getting, up to high definition and high quality and all that. But a lot of it doesn't get done as fast as we want it to. So I did try to find the one with the highest quality, and this was the one that said HQ for high quality compared to the other ones that didn't say it at all. So without further ado, I want to react to this song, Bee Gees, Words, Live 1979. And let's see what Barry and Maurice and Rob can do. Okay, without further ado, let's take it away. Where are they?
An everlasting smile. Smile can bring you near to me. And don't ever let me find you gone, 'cause that would bring
God.
this world has lost its glow. Let's start a brand new story now, my love. 'Cause right now, we know other time, and I can show you how, my love. Talk in everlasting words, dedicate them all to me, and I will give you all my life. I'm here if you should call me. And you think that I don't even mean a single word I say. It's only words. Words are all I have to take your heart away.
I just want to know one thing. Yeah, they were considered. I'm almost sure that when I was reacting to one of their their videos, they were considered the second British invasion to the U.S. I'm not quite sure, but I think that yeah, they, because the Beatles was kind of like what they called the invasion of the U.S. You know how our country works. But they were the second. I don't consider it an invasion. I just consider it progress. You know, whenever we can have people that are from different countries coming to our country and, you know, put on, spectacular concerts and perform to us, because there is music worldwide that is so beautiful, and we need to experience all that. Especially this younger generation, they're not really getting it. They're not getting it anymore. Whenever they're making music, it's cookie cutter music, and it's just being mass produced, and you can literally hear a song today and become popular, and before you even realize who, get used to the song and know who the artist is, they just disappear. Sorry, got something in my mouth. But anyways, but it is hard to hear him kind of sing the song because the women are screaming so loudly, and I'm like, shut the hell up. I know that they're great, but my God, I want to hear the song. I didn't get a chance to grow up with the Bee Gees, okay? So I want to hear them. Maybe I'll put them on my Spotify, and I've got a few of theirs already on my Spotify that I listen to, the studio versions without all the screaming, okay? But I didn't realize it was going to be that much screaming in this, but I guess with Barry out there, that, that was the thing. Like with Elvis and all the other ones. Not to compare any of them sounding the same or anything. I'm just saying, back then women seemed to go more, berserk over the male singers, because it was kind of provocative, and it stirred emotions in people and drove them crazy. And so it be. But let me get back into this, okay?
To take your heart away. It's only words. Words are all I have to take your heart away. It's only words. Words are all I have to take your heart
away. It's just driving them crazy. Whoa. It jumped. Sorry about that. Anyways, yeah, from what I could make out from the song was words. A lot of people talk about, there was something poetic said one time where words can cut like a knife, cut into your life. But words speak louder than actions, because when you act upon something, you act upon it instinctively. But whenever you use words, words can go a lot further, because you can use them as weapons, but you can also use them as love. You can use them in many different ways, and I believe what he was trying to represent here was his love for this person. He's just basically saying that, I'm guessing that the person he is talking about either doesn't understand how he feels, and he's saying that, listen, there's nothing else I can say to prove my love to you, because it's words, and that's all I know how to use is words, and that it goes correctly. I mean, yes, words can convey a lot of messaging to prove that you love someone, but I'm just wondering if maybe also what he's saying is that maybe he's not connecting with her physically as much, or emotionally. So she feels that, or the person feels, I don't know, I'm not going to say gender because I don't know anything about a person's status of who they date or whatever, so I don't want to assume that. But yeah, is it that? Maybe someone can tell me in the comments if that's what did you get from the song, that the person is not feeling like they're loved because what he's saying is the only thing he can use is words. He can't use physical or emotions. But to me, I think words, if you say them the right way, can provoke emotions. So maybe it's just the physical aspect of the relationship that's lacking, or it could be there, but she doesn't feel it when the physical connection is there, and it makes her question, or makes them question the relationship. So I'm guessing that he's saying that words are the only way that he can truly express the way that he feels about this person. And that's all that should be needed when you're conveying love to someone. So, that was my first reaction to listening to this song over all the screaming. I know that they were exceptionally talented and a mega force to be reckoned with, and it drove the crowds crazy. Oh my God, the only concert I was able to ever go to probably in my whole life was Madonna, and that was a couple of years ago, her Celebration tour, and it was right after November of 2022 when I had my massive heart attack and almost died. And so when I recovered, it was like January, February. She announced she was going on tour. And so my husband, he took out a loan, and for $9,000, he bought us front row seats to see my idol in concert. And a lot of people, it even says it in the history books and a lot of other books, that Madonna was the very first pop superstar to absolutely drive the fans screaming to the point where you could hardly hear her music. Like the Bee Gees and the Beatles. and Elvis and those people, but she was the first female that could actually put on a 35,000 people stadium and make people scream like this. Of course, most of them were gay men, but it's beside the fact. They were still screaming because when you have a great entertainer like the Bee Gees on there, and you're seeing them in person and hearing this live performance, I mean, yeah, you're gonna scream. Because I remember I couldn't scream because I was carrying nitroglycerin in my pocket because it was only 6 months after I had my massive heart attack. So I felt like if I screamed or went crazy when she stepped out like 8 feet in front of me, that I was going to have a major heart attack again, and I couldn't afford it. So I just stayed there very calmly, trying to calm myself down. and all I can remember was when she walked kind of off the main stage to the catwalk to my left. I looked over and I finally yelled out, "I love you, Madonna!" And she actually turned and looked at me and winked and smiled and blew a kiss at me. But my husband didn't catch it on the phone. And he's like, "Damn it!" He said, "The Queen of Pop actually blew you a kiss and looked at you, and I didn't get to catch it." And I'm like, "That's okay. It's forever in my heart." So I can understand the crowd's enthusiasm for the Bee Gees because they were incredible. I mean, Barry singing this song, I mean, wow. They weren't just a band. They were like power vocalists. Anyways, I've made this video way too long. Anyways, I hope that you enjoy this video reaction to the Bee Gees singing Words Live 1979. I hope you enjoyed this video reaction. Let me know. And from the US to wherever you are in the world watching this at, I love you. And I'm sending all my love, support, and happiness to you. And you're always welcome on my channel. See you on the next video reaction. Love you guys. Bye-bye.